Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. Here's a quick message from our sponsor, Local Works Wheat Ridge, provided by its Executive Director, Paige Piper.
Local Works is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to make Wheat Ridge a more vibrant and sustainable place to live and work. Our mission and action is programming that provides neighborhood revitalization and small business support, keeping and growing the businesses we know and love in Wheat Ridge. In simpler form, we provide connection. Connection to business, connection to community.
This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Amber Betts.
Hello, this is Amber Betts with the Good Neighbor Podcast, West Denver. And today I'm excited. I'm here with Victoria of Scrap. Hey, Victoria, thanks for being here.
Hey, I'm super happy to be here with you, Amber. Thanks for inviting us on.
So tell us about Scraps and what you guys do.
Yeah, sure. So Scraps at its core is an organics hauler, meaning residential and commercial compostables pickup. We started out as a bike-based, really small, just a few customers back in 2017 and have grown to serve the whole Denver metro area. We've got over 5,000 residential and commercial customers, and we help them compost. So at its core, we're a composting company, and we help make it easy for and accessible for people to compost where there's maybe not so many options.
Yeah, that's awesome. I've tried to compost at home and
yeah,
I hear that a lot.
Yeah, I think it's something that anyone can do, but sometimes need a little help along the way for sure. And Scraps can help with that. But yeah, we service commercial entities, and then we have a lot of residential customers as well. And one, big barrier to composting is living in an apartment complex and living or in a condo where maybe you don't have the space or the resources to get rid of your food scraps. And so your only option is to send them to the landfill. So we make that easy for especially people living in condos and apartment complexes.
Got it. So tell us a little bit more about the background and how the business got started.
Yeah, so Christy Turner is our founder and CEO, and she comes from a sustainable solutions background, came back to Denver and kind of just realized the lack in infrastructure of composting and how, the Denver area is somewhere that people want to do good and want to be living as sustainably as possible, but that was a missing piece. So she saw this kind of lack in this barrier there and just started biking around, picking up people's compost. And now we have 2 large garbage trucks where we can take on a lot more material. And we also service commercial like restaurants, and we do events now, which has been new within the past couple of years. We have an entire events department specifically for helping people who are having parties or office parties or large events. Like we just did the Outside Festival last weekend and hauled over 900 pounds of compostables and recycling on just that one event. So yeah, it really started with noticing a lack of something that could have been or that can be easily fixed, and here we are.
Sure, that's amazing.
Yeah.
So tell us why. Obviously, just not having access, what you talked about, but why else do your customers or clients pick you? I don't know what other options there are, but tell us kind of what sets you apart or what makes you unique.
Yeah, so I feel really lucky to be working with people who are very passionate about what we do. we really believe that composting is a climate solution, and it's one that anybody can be involved in. So it's something that we're very passionate about, and I think that really shows and bleeds through into our work. We're really big and really passionate about education as well. So with all of our customers, we do everything that we can to support them in making their composting journey easy. We have tons of resources and information on our website that helps people understand what is compostable, what isn't compostable, and we offer other ways for our customers to get involved, which I think they really enjoy.
That's
We
awesome.
really just care about our customers' experience with composting because we don't want anyone to feel, we don't want anybody to feel like there's these huge barriers, we want to keep composting.
I love that.
Yeah.
So tell us, do you have any news, specials, updates you want to share with the listeners?
We do have a few things upcoming in the works. We have a huge project that I won't share here, but it'll be on our social media very soon.
Okay, so stay tuned.
Stay tuned. It's really exciting. We're very happy with this new project and new partnership. But yeah, other than that, on the residential side of things, last month, we started our new 64-gallon toter rollout. So before our members would have a 6-gallon bin for residential services, and now they have a 64-gallon rolling toter that they can fit, all of their compostables in, which we were noticing was a problem, especially with yard waste. So now we can accept just a lot more material on a week-by-week basis. So that's one of the big changes we have going on. We are also this year, starting January 1st, the Waste No More ordinance is in place. And that means that all commercial entities are required to provide access to composting and recycling. So like apartment complexes, all businesses, storefronts, restaurants, all of those type of commercial entities are required to do that now. And any events in the Denver area, or I think just in the city of Denver, are required to provide access to that. And so we're really excited about that. Our founder, Christy Turner, was on the task force of Waste No More to get that initiative going. And now that it is in effect, we are ready to help people be compliant within that ordinance and help specifically like multi-family units, apartment buildings, condo complexes be compliant within that ordinance.
Sure.
Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
So tell us, I feel like, the business is kind of a community service in and of itself, but what else do you guys get involved with to support community?
Sure. Well, absolutely. I do believe that composting is a community service and should be accessible to everyone. But I think one of the big ways that we try to get involved with our community is through our partnerships. So we partner with a lot of nonprofit organizations and help them with their composting needs and comp services, things like that. We partner with an organization called Denver Urban Gardens, and we do a lot of outreach with them. I am currently in the community composter course program with Denver Urban Gardens and have a lot of outreach opportunities through that and kind of tie that into my work with scraps as well. We love Doug. Shout out for Doug.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm sure you're busy with this business, but what are we doing for fun? What do we do outside of work?
I feel really lucky to be working with a lot of fun-loving individuals. Everyone on our staff is super hardworking, but also super fun-loving. So we do a lot of, staff events where we get together. One time we went bowling. We do staff parties. like at our new office in Sunnyside, we recently had a compost distribution and kind of like welcome event there where we had food trucks and live music. We try to really make composting a fun experience for not only our members, but also our staff members too.
That's great.
Yeah. And along with that, like all the events that we do are super fun as well. We are doing, like I said, we just did the Outside Festival, which is a live music festival in the Civic Park Center.
Yep.
We have markets like the Louisville Street Fair that's going on all summer long. We have tons of events happening on 4th of July, and we actually are asking people to come join us on those events and join our zero waste crew for those events. So on our website, we have an event calendar where people can look at events and send us your cover letter or a short email and your resume, and join us for those really fun events.
Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, Victoria. So anything we missed, I'll have you kind of go over your website, your socials, the best ways to get a hold of you, that kind of stuff, and anything else you want to mention.
Yeah, our website is scrapsmilehigh.com. You'll see all of our resources there, all of our blogs and updates. We have a blogs system up there. We're on social media, so you'll find us at scraps.mile.high on Instagram and Scraps on Facebook as well. Feel free to email us. Our email is info@scrapsmilehigh.com with any questions, or if you're just interested in learning more, or if you're interested in joining our zero waste crew for any of the upcoming events we have this year. You can email us at events@scrapsmilehigh.
Perfect.
Yeah.
All right, Victoria, thanks so much for joining us, and thanks to all the listeners out there.
Yeah. Thanks, Amber. It was great being here.
Have a great day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpwestdenver.com. That's gnpwestdenver.com, or call 720-295-9588.